The Home Office has released one of its most politically sensitive datasets with a note attached describing some of the figures as dodgy. The note, spotted by BBC Verify, was on our Home Office spreadsheet about the number of people arrested after being stopped and searched by police. It said a reason for arrest data is dodgy, so maybe we shouldn't publish it. The Home Office would not inform the BBC why the figures were considered dodgy. The note attached to a Home Office spreadsheet released on the 26th of September was removed after they got in contact. The figures show the number of people stopped and searched in England and Wales under Section 60. This means that police do not need to have reasonable suspicion to carry out a search. The orders give the police powers to stop people within a designated area, such as the Notting Hill Carnival. The arrests were broken down into those for offensive weapons or those for other reasons. Attached to the offensive weapons column was a note from an author asking whether the figures should be published. The official data said that in the year ending March 31st, 2023, there had been 4,280 searches under Section 60, with 43 people found to be carrying offensive weapons. As a result, there have been 52 arrests for carrying offensive weapons. We don't know why there were more arrests than people found to be carrying offensive weapons. This has not been the case in previous years, according to the available data. They asked the office about this and about the attached note. It did not respond to these questions, but instead referred to another note accompanying the data, which said, data quality checks showed that some forces will, by default, provide the same reason for arrest as for the reason for search, or they record all reasons for arrest as other. For the first time, this data has been presented in the summary tables as experimental statistics to denote that there are known data quality issues. The Home Office says it has been collecting the reason for arrest data to understand how effectively the police are using its stop and search powers. But Dr. Simon Harding, director of the National Centre for Gang Research, says different forces have different ways and procedures for recording their data. There is data coming in from 43 different constabularies, and there are varying levels of quality, he said. These things ought to be ironed out before they get to the Home Office. They showed the note to Habib Kadiri, director of Stopwatch, a campaign group which focuses on police stop and search and the over-policing of marginalised communities. He said the comment in question is indicative of a long history of questionable recording practices by police officers. Mr. Kadiri said police forces should be forced by law to provide comparable data, adding, we have received anecdotal evidence in the past to suggest that searches are not recorded properly or at all, in ways that indicate the issue of data quality may be more than simply a technical matter. Labour MP Dame Diana Johnson, who chairs Parliament's Home Affairs Select Committee, has said this highlights difficulties in getting standardised data, and it does worry me because the Home Office has got into bother before with its stats and data. You would think they'd want to be careful to check and double-check all of this before it goes out. The Office for Statistics Regulation said it recognised the Home Office could be clearer that the data was experimental, but it was common practice to publish newly introduced breakdowns with official statistics.